Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Petrikovsky. I'm a professor of obstetrics and gynecology, and the ideas expressed in this video does not necessarily agree with the ideas of the institution I'm affiliated with. What we're going to talk today is about coronavirus and other viruses and other pandemics related to mental health, mostly public mental health. It's an interesting fact that historically, most pandemics were followed, affiliated, or associated with riots. The famous cholera riots took place in Great Britain in 1831. People were killed, property damaged, and actually the energy of the crowd were directed against some doctors and the Jewish community of Great Britain. Jews were accused of spreading cholera and poisoning the wells. It's a very famous and well-known rioting related to pandemic. Very recently, in 2008, there was riots in Zimbabwe, also related to cholera, and caused by the fact that there was a severe economic crisis and the government limited the access to the cash machine. That followed by massive rioting, damage of property, etc. So clearly, there's two aspects that I would like to emphasize. Number one is a prolonged lockdown that affects people's mental health, and those with short fuses will act immediately. And the second is a direct effect of coronavirus on central nervous system. As I mentioned before, the viral particles were detected in the cerebrospinal fluid, which means that the brain can be potentially affected by coronavirus. There is a very well-known so-called post-viral syndrome that people who experience virus, even in a light form, developed aggressivity, developed some neurological issues, they lose sleep, they go into depression, etc. Unfortunately, it's very hard to disregard massive rioting and protests that were associated with the spread of coronavirus. If you look at the recent curve of the so-called second wave, you can see the age group of coronavirus, and the majority here were between the age of 18 and 44. So clearly, the spread of coronavirus, because coronavirus doesn't recognize politics, and therefore people should try to keep social distancing, even when protesting, etc. So please be aware of that and stay safe.